Tony, what's the best way to run a morning meeting in an estate agency office? Talk to me.
Yeah, it's funny. Loads of my negotiators dread them actually, and I ask why, and they just say the same thing. It's same old. It's almost the manager's doing it because they've got to do it. So I think the first point I would say to a manager or an owner, whoever's running them, is make it different, make it value, make them want to be there. So that's the first point. I think the second point is keep it interesting. So some of the best manager meeting I've seen is they have a success story on every meeting. So they want to know, what was your best outcome from yesterday? It might be a deal, it might be a mortgage appointment, but it could be, what's your best lesson? So it might have been you went out on a valuation and you lost it, and you got some feedback of why you lost it. That's a great lesson, and that can inspire and develop all of us in the office. Talk about it on a daily basis. And one thing for me as an agent, it's about having knowledge, really knowing your market. And I know the content, Chris, that you provide helps agents do that. But what I'm referring to is, let's say you've got a buyer, they come in, husband, wife, children, and the wife loves Zumba classes, and the husband's a very avid golfer. I expect the agent to know where the nearest Zumba class is in their area. I expect them to have a timetable of where those Zumba classes run and what time they run. I expect them to say to the gentleman where the nearest golf range is and what the 3 different golf courses are in the area. Now, most of my clients don't know that basic stuff. So the way to do it in a morning meeting is once a week do a knowledge quiz. And let's say you're an agency with, say, 3 or 4 branches. Every branch should have a different knowledge Bible. It's a Word document that everyone can contribute to. And then, so if I joined your agency tomorrow, I can read this Bible and get familiar with the area, and really my knowledge will just go up. And every Friday, because Friday's fun day as it were, or every day should be a fun day, but on Friday do a knowledge quiz in a morning meeting. Ask everyone 5 questions, like if I want to join a new gym, tell me the 3 gyms in the area and tell me what the prices are to join them. And if you don't know that, that goes in your knowledge Bible.
Which, if you think about it, sounds awfully strange, but if you're doing the soft stuff when someone rings up,
which you should be doing, that's what the best agents are doing, because we're not finding them property, we're finding them that it's the new chapter in their life.
Yes.
So therefore I need to know, if they're moving to an area for schools, I need the Ofsted reports of those schools. So when I go on a viewing, I say, look, you've probably done your own homework, but if you haven't, here's the 5 Ofsted reports of the schools in the area. And if you're not doing, if you do that in your competition aren't, you differentiate, you build more value, and you're
especially if they're a local owner to sell.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Any other top tips?
Yeah, I think get others to run the meeting sometimes. If one of their, it goes back to another video we spoke about motivation, if the goal of the neg, one of their big goals is to become a manager, start empowering them. Say to them, Tommy, I'd like you to run the meeting on Wednesday, you're ready. So I'd definitely suggest that, and let them run with it. So you're empowering them and you're delegating, which helps. But another thing is, I believe that when I look at the top agents I've worked with, and it's been over 160, the best of the best of the best, they would describe themselves as work in progress. They're always learning, always. So I would create a sales library, and I would have every great book as a manager that you'd suggest. And every week in one of your meetings, you should say, right, John, you're reading this book, and I want you on Wednesday's morning meeting to share with us what you've learned from that book. Just read a chapter and share. So every single day, someone in the team should share a top tip from what they've read and learned, because you're creating a wonderful culture that we are always learning. Every day is a school day, and we just want to be the best of the best of the best. So therefore, we're continuously developing ourselves.
So it's not just talking about viewings and offers.
Not at all, because that's the boring bit. And yes, you need to do that, but do you need to do it every day? Not sure, it's debatable. But it's about keeping every day different and making it interesting and making them actually want to be there. And want to get excited for those meetings, because they're a source of learning as well as an update.
Thank you.